Hi to everyone, this is Pondeshani. Today we are going to learn a new topic called Facilities Management. In this video, we are going to discuss what are the facilities in the location and layout of facilities, optimization of product or process layout, and flexible manufacturing. Let us see about the location of facilities. Before going to know about the location of facilities, let us see what does the plant location mean. Plant location is all about determining where the plant should be located for the smooth way of production and where we are going to have number of advantages in an economical way. The selection of a place for the locating a plant is one of the problems faced by an entrepreneur while starting a new business. The selection of the place must consider some economical things. Those are there must be easy and regular supply of raw materials, and we must have some labor facility over there, and efficient plant layout, proper utilization of production capacity must be there so that we can reduce the cost of production. I cannot say that ideal location must give the guarantee success, but it certainly contributes to the smooth and efficient working of an organization. Let me give an example. If you are going to locate in a bad location, then what are the problems we are going to face? Suppose, let us take an example. Let us assume that I am the manufacturer of mixer and grinder. I have located my plant in Raipur district, that is in Madhya Pradesh, and I am going to buy all the raw materials. That is 75% of the raw materials is going to bring from the Mumbai, and I am going to market my finished products, 75% of the finished products, to Pune and Mumbai. Here I am facing difficulty in transportation cost, so to reduce the financial issues, it is better that I have to shift my entire plant to Pune so that I can reduce the production cost and transportation cost. See, next. See what are why there is a need of locating a plant and why there is a need of selecting a location. There are six conditions. When the business is newly started, then there is a need of selecting a location, and when the existing business is growing and we need to establish the branches, then we have to select a new location, and when the existing business unit needs more number of facilities and there are no more number of facilities in the existing location, then there is a need of changing the plant location. And when the lease expires and the landlord does not renew the lease, then we will lead the selection of the location. Next, when the company thinks that there is a possibility of reducing manufacturing cost by shifting from one location to another location, then there is a need. Last one is other social or economic reasons. What are those social and economic reasons? Those are inadequate labor supply, shifting of the market. If the market has been shifted from one place to another, then there is a need of selecting another location of the plant. Whatever the reason may be, the selection of the location has to be made after considering all the economic factors. But it is impossible to find a place where we can have all the facilities which is required to start a factory, but we can have maximum number of facilities in a location. We can choose those type of location. I hope you understood what does the plant location mean. There are four steps in selecting a location. Those are within the country or outside. Second one, selection of the region. Third one, selection of the locality or community. Fourth one, selection of the exact site. Let us know more about these steps. First step is choosing the plant location within the country or outside the country. The management has to decide, has to choose a particular country depends on certain factors. Those are political stability, export and import quotas, currency and exchange rates, cultural and economic peculiarities, and natural or physical conditions. Based on these factors, the management has to choose the country. Now we are going to see the second step, that is selection of the region. Let us see what are the things we have to consider in the selection of the region. First one is availability of raw materials. In the manufacturing unit, we are going to convert the raw materials into finished products. So that it is very essential that the plant should be located in a place where the supply of raw materials is there. See, what are the advantages when we are located in a place where the raw materials are available? There are three advantages. They are first one, we can reduce the cost of transportation, and there will be regular supply of materials. With this, there will be no breakdowns in the production of the goods. And with all these things, we can save the cost in storing of the materials. Next point is nearness to the market. See, while after producing the goods, we have to make it available to the customers, that is to the market. If you are going to locate the plant nearer to the market, then we can reduce the cost of transportation. If the industry is producing, if you are going to produce the perishable goods, then it is necessary that the plant should be located in a place where the market is nearer, so that the goods are not going to spoil before reaching it to the customers. Next one is availability of power. Here, what are the sources of power? So power is the essential which makes the industry run in a smooth way. See, what are the sources of power? Or coal, electricity, oil, and natural gas. See, if you are going to produce, if we have the iron and steel industry, then the coal is necessary. See, for every industry, some source of power will be required. According to that, make it we have to check that the location should be is having the availability of power. Next one is transport facilities. For bringing the raw materials or to make it available to the customers in the market, we need the transportation facilities. It might be the rail, roadways, or water transportation, but there should be a transportation facility. Next one is suitability of climate. See, what is the necessary of the climate? Yes, we most of us doesn't know. For the textile industries, the climatic conditions of Mumbai and Kolkata is suitable. Some of the humid climatic climate doesn't suit for some of the industries. For mainly for the cotton textiles, Mumbai and Kolkata is preferable. And next, if the second thing is, if the climate is not suitable for the laborers, they don't come for the work. So we have to check that the climatic conditions are good in the place. Next one is government policies. See, um, in our country, here the government is going to give more number of policies for the newly started industries. Those are licensing policy, freight rate policy, and institutional finance and government subsidies are there. When they are giving this type of subsidies, we can establish large number of units with less number of investment. See, can you see? I think every one of us know that the most of the textile units is in the Rajasthan, Orissa, and Assam and Punjab, because the government is encouraging the industries with these policies. Next one is competition between states. See, the states will give number of offers for the manufacturing units. They are giving some subsidies in the name of investments, and they are going to reduce the tax. We are going to have the exemptions for specific goods. For this, we have to check. It might not be a big thing for the big industries. It might be helpful. These incentives is very helpful to the small sized plants. So we have to check that these incentives, if you're going to plan for the small sized plant, then we have to check these type of incentives. Now the third step, that is selection of the community. Let us see what are the points in the selection of the community. First one is availability of labor. Same, we can get the plenty of labor in the countries like our country India and China, because we are having the labor facilities at high rate. But it is important that the manufacturing unit is going to locate at the place where there are skilled labor is available. See, if you're going to produce the glass products, then it is helpful to locate the plant at Firozabad, because the laborers are skilled in making that product. And if you're going to prefer the woolen carpet industry, we can locate the plant at Mirzapur. And if you're going to prefer for the if you're going to produce the silk saris, we can keep the manufacturing unit at Dharmavaram or Kanjivaram, that is in the southern region. See, in these places the laborers are skilled. If we are going to keep those production units in those places, then it will be helpful for us. See, there are number of technologies available. We can done it without the labors, with small number of labors. But the labor is important when we are going to produce the silk saris, like silk saris. Next one is civic amenities for workers. See, if you are going to locate a plan, we have to check that there are basic availability, basic facilities for the workers should be there. If you are going to locate the plant, then we have to check that there are schools nearer to the plant, so that the workers' children can go to the school. And there should be some water facility and electricity facility and transportation facility must be there, so that the workers can come from their home to industry with a easy way. Next one is existence of complementary and competing industries. See, why should we have the complementary, that is competing industries in our plant location? Whenever we are going to plant our location in those areas, we will have some of the advantages. That is, when we collaborate with other industries, then we can secure the materials in a better terms. And some of the we can improve the labor market. It will be helpful for both the employer and the employee. We can have bank facilities. In specialized centers, banks become familiar with the requirement of the industry. This will be helpful for granting loans. See, whenever there are a group of plants located in a specific area, it will attract the repair plants, machine shops, tool makers, etc. etc. If the reputation has been built up for the existing units, it will be shared by the new units in the same locality. Next one is finance and research facilities. In most of the developing countries, capital is not available uniformly throughout the country. But in advanced countries, the case is different. Capital is distributed uniformly in every area. See, why this I'm saying is, if we are going to produce the goods, we have to update the technology. For that, we need to do some research and finance. It is available. These are research facilities are essential, and we have to see that the place where such facilities are available, and it naturally attracts new industries. Next one is availability of water and firing facilities. See, some industries require huge number of water. See, for producing the rayon manufacturing units, for the fertilizer units, and cotton industries, leather industries, For all these type of industries, it requires water. Water can be available if the plant is located near the canal or the river or the lake or the borewell. It depends upon the manufacturing unit how much water he requires. What does the things, what is the purity of water, it depends upon the goods produced by the manufacturer. Next one is firefighting facilities. Every plant should have firefighting facilities. If there are so many chances that there might be fire accidents in the industries. If not, it might happen to the nearer industry. We have to make sure that there are firefighting facilities in the location. Next one is local taxes and restrictions. See, there are the local taxes charges for the supply of the water, electricity, and other facilities. See, they may impose the restrictions, some of the restrictions. See, if you are going to plan the locations in the specific areas, the public may not be interested. They might cause some disturbances. We have to check that there is no public disturbance. There is no disturbance for the public, and there are less number of taxes and restrictions in the specific area. Next one is momentum of an early start. If you are going to have an newly started manufacturing unit, then we have to go for a place where the manufacturing units are already existed. With these type of locations will have some advantages. Those are transportation facilities. See, the railways and other agencies will find it as an economical way to search such type of places, and it will be there will be availability of repairs and maintenance skilled workers, and there are other many facilities which will attract the industries. Next one is personal factors. See, in some of the situations, these all these theories doesn't matter. See, some of one industry, I will give an example. A manufacturer has located the plant making he's making ropes in the Narayana, which is away from the Jaipur, 45 kilometers away from the Jaipur, which is located in the Rajasthan. He is manufacturing sisal ropes, manila ropes, and jute twins. See, these are very few rope making units in the country, and this is the third biggest location unit. It is located where there are no resources and no markets out there. They will bring their fiber from Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Philippines, and they will supply these ropes to the navy. See, here in the Narayana case, they are not following any of the theories. Based on their personal factors, they have located in that area. It depends upon the manufacturer whether he goes for the according to the theories or he should go for the personal factors. Next, fourth step is selection of the site. First one is soil, size and topography. For factories which produces the engineering goods, the fertility, the soil influences a lot in locating the plant. And next one is size of the land. If you are going to locate a plant where the size of the land is less, then it will be great difficulty for the future expansion of the plant. So we have to consider the future also, so that we can expand the land plant location in an easy way in the future. Next, hilly, rocky and rough terrain is not suitable for the plant location, and also increases the expenditure of the industry. Next one is disposal of waste. See, the one of the main problem faced by the manufacturer is disposal of wasting. See, the site should be selected in a way where we have the provision of disposing the waste of the industry. I will give an example. The Gemini Beverages, which is located 10 kilometers away from the Bangalore, faces lot of difficulties with the local farmers. because the farmers are afraid from the waste disposed by the manufacturer, because each that waste which was directed into a tank, these might pollute the water, and they thought that the local farmers thought that it is not suitable for the cultivation. So this matter has been taken to the court, and the court has, okay, given the orders to close the plant. So we have to consider the environmental things. See, after the plant has been located, next thing we have to do is plant location. You can see in the diagram, see, after the plant has been located, or the next thing they are doing is locating the departments like tool rooms, maintenance wings, plating shops, heat treatment chambers, and the facilities for the employees like toilets, canteens. All the things should be located in a specific way so that it will be helpful in the smooth production at least cost. All these things can be called as plant layout. Now let us see the types of layouts. Layout is essential for arranging and grouping of machinery so that it will be smooth production of goods. The arranging of machineries and equipments tools will be done in different ways. According to the situations, according to the manufacturing unit, this layout differs from one manufacturing unit to another manufacturing unit. Let us see how many types of layouts are there. There are 5 types. First one is process layout. It is also known as functional layout or job shop layout. Next, product layout. It is also known as line processing layout or flow line layout. Third, fixed position layout or static layout. Fourth one is cellular manufacturing layout or group technology layout. Fifth one is combination layout, or it is also known as hybrid layout. Let us see, let us know more about these layouts in a brief way. First one is process. Process layout is all about arranging of machineries according to the machinery operations. See, it is not about arranging of machines according to the production of the goods. It's arranging of machines according to the machine operations. You can see in the diagram, see here, raw materials are bringing, and then it is going, you can see this, from drilling shop to milling to grinding, and afterwards it is going for inspection and it is going for assembly. See, it is jumping from, it is not having any sequence, it is jumping from one part to another part according to the operations of the machines. The best example for this is departmental stores. You can see in the Reliance, according to the customer's demand. See, according to the customer needs and wants, the storing is different. See, in the first floor, ladies and kids wear will be there. In the second floor, uh, men's shopping will be there. See here, what we are seeing, the needs and the wants of the customers are different. According to that, the storing is happening in a different way. And you can take the example of auto shops. In the auto shops, all the equipment tools has been kept at one side, and the repairing and all the producing of goods will be done in another side. This will be helpful for this type of examples, the process layout. Next, let us move for the second, product layout. See, in the product layout, what is happening is all the arrangement of machines, equipments, tools can be done according to the production of the goods. See, and the first we are going to bring the raw materials. Afterwards, we are receiving it. We are storing the raw materials. Afterwards, we are sending it for the production from one center to another center. See, in the work center where some amount of goods will be produced, and the work center 2 some amount of goods will be produced, and the work center 3 some type of goods will be produced. See, after all the process, next it will goes for the testing, checking whether the product will perform good or not. Next one is finished goods store. It next the good will be finished. It will be a finished good. Afterward, it goes for packing and shipping. Then it will go to the customer. See, these type of layouts will be helpful in the manufacturing unit like cement, chemical, paper, sugar, rubber, refineries, industries. Let us move for third layout, fixed position layout. Here the word the fixed position layout says more things. See, here in the fixed position layout, there will be movement of men and machines, but the product remains constant. See, I will take the example of the ships. If we are going to manufacture the ship, then moving the product, moving the ship from one place to another will be difficult. Here the product remains fixed, but to manufacture this product, the raw materials, the machines and the equipments, the labors will move from one place to another according to the product. If the product remains constant, all the materials comes to the product. Then the production will be done. Next type of layout. Cellular manufacturing layout. See, in the cellular manufacturing layout, all the parts has been divided in different cells. See, you can see cell 1, cell 2, parts, cell 3, cell 4. See, in the cellular, let me take an example. If we got an contract of producing 3000 units of goods, what we will do? We will produce some amount of goods per day. Suppose we have the time of 1 month, then we are going to produce 300 goods per day. In the cellular manufacturing layout, we are not going to do this type of manufacturing. Here what we are going to do is, in cell 1, the first process of producing goods will be done. All the 3000 units goods will be produced. First process will be finished for in the cell 1. Afterwards, all these 3000 unit process units will be taken into cell 2, and the next second process will be done. Next it will move to third part. All these 3000 units will go for the next process for the cell 3. Likewise cell 4. Why these things are happening? Because it will reduce the wastage of time and it will increase the productivity capacity. So for that, here all the goods, the process of producing the goods will be done at one time. Then they will go for the next process. They are producing the 3000 units at one process, then they are going for next process. Hope you understood what is the cellular manufacturing layout mean. Next, let us go for the last, that is combination layout. See, what is in the combination layout will be done. It is the combination of product layout and process layout. Some manufacturing units require both the product layout and the process layout. To reduce the bottlenecks, here they are using the combination layout. All the things cannot be done in a sequence way of operations or it in a functional way. To reduce all these things, the combination layout will be done. If you are producing the aircraft, it is not every time it is not possible to bring the labors, raw materials or other things. So according to the situations, we can move the goods or we can move the materials. That is all about the combination layout. Let us move for the next topic. Flexible manufacturing systems. See, at this time of coronavirus, uh, because of fear or it might be other reasons, the labors are not sufficient and there is a stoppage of production. To reduce this type of things, we can install the flexible manufacturing system. See, in the flexible manufacturing system, there will be automation of computer numerical control machines. We are going to install these computer numerical machines. Here, what is happening is all the instructions are programmed in the computer and we are using the machines. These machines will perform from storing of materials to finish storing of finished goods. All the things will be performed by the machines and it gives some indication that the program has been completed according to the instructions. Here the usage of laborers and the employees will be less and the usage of machines will be high. Let us see some of the advantages and disadvantages of flexible manufacturing system. Let's see some of the advantages. We can utilize the capital in the machines other than the laborers and the employees. We can reduce the labor cost and we can utilize the raw materials in a proper way. There will be less wastage of materials and there will be consistent quality in the production of goods and the productivity will automatically increase. And the disadvantages are for the installation of machines, we require more number of capital, huge number of capital. And see, the liability to adopt will be limited. And for this, we should have the pre-planning, tooling and fixture requirements will be there. If we doesn't have the pre-planning, then the machine does not perform. Hope you understood all the topics of layout. Thank you.